According to the Guinness Book of World Records, Singapore is known as one of the most expensive cities to live in. In our previous video, we showed you that food in Singapore can still be quite affordable. You can enjoy Michelin-guide restaurants at around $5. This led us to another question. How expensive is shopping in Singapore? Is it possible to shop cheaply in this city, or everything will just break your bank? So today, we will explore the city to find the best place to shop in Singapore and see how much everything costs.
Good morning from Singapore. Today is a shopping day, which is one of my favorite days whenever we go on holidays. I'm thinking to buy some souvenirs for my friends and maybe some fashion stuff for myself. And our first stop today is Bugis. In Bugis, there's a lot of shopping malls. It's a more affordable shopping area because this is where the young people in Singapore go to when they hang out, when they shop. Street market where you can buy like affordable fashion, souvenirs and everything, and all in Bugis area. Where I'm at right now is Bugis Junction. It is one of the malls here. They have like both outdoor, semi-outdoor and indoor area, and it's perfect to go shopping in Singapore. Why? Because it's super hot here. All of my friends back home in Taiwan, they asked for me to buy them earrings. If you guys don't know what earrings is, it's the most famous salted egg, potato chips and fish skin in Singapore. And I do see some of them on convenience store, but they're like the small packages. I want to buy like the big one. So I'm looking for the earring store. I don't know where it is because this mall is so big. I just kept on walking, and there's more and more stores. So I don't know if we're gonna find it in time because we have a lunch reservation in 1 hour. So I need to find it in 1 hour. Let's see if we can do this. And I'm also distracted by a lot of other cute shops. Oh my god, so many cute things.
1 minute later.
So cute. This cute bag is only $30 and all of them are like $25, $30. Oh my god, should we get a bag, guys? Do we need a bag? I think I'm gonna get this one, guys. It's only $30. Like, how can I miss? And if you're also looking, it's this brand, Sorbet. It's from the BHG shop. Okay, Sorbet, really good. I'm gonna get it. Couldn't find the earphone shop because I was shopping bags.
Yeah, and actually Bugis is very big. There's so many malls here. This one is Bugis Junction. Just in front of it is Bugis Plus. I think it's a new mall, no?
I don't know, but it looks very fancy, very new. Okay, let's go there first and probably earphones is there.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm distracted again by this jewelry brand. It's called Buy Invite Only, and it's a Singaporean local jewelry brand. And all of their jewelries, they're made with sterling silver, so you can use them to shower and everything. And they're quite affordable. It's like $59 to $100 for each piece. I'm always looking for this kind of ear hoops, and this one is high quality, so I'm thinking to buy one. This one I can use to shower, right? But turns out the gold one cannot use to shower. But I think I'm still going to get it because it's very pretty.
Yeah.
Linardo not understanding a single word.
I'm just a cameraman.
I got it, and yes, I use it directly because I've been looking for this for a long time. Ta-da! Okay, now let's go to Bugis Plus.
How much is it?
Oh, it's $59, but I got a 15% off, so it's $50. Pretty okay, actually. So we're already at Bugis Plus. If you guys don't know, a lot of malls in Singapore, they're interconnected to each other. So you don't really need to go outside to go to another mall. They're just connected probably by a link bridge or by an underground bridge. And yes, Bugis Plus is definitely more modern. Probably that's why Linardo thinks it's a new mall. And There's Bershka here, there's Sephora, Starbucks, Uniqlo, so many brands. There's a huge queue at Liho Tea. I don't know that. I think bubble tea is incredibly popular here in Singapore, or maybe they have some kind of discount. I don't know. This mall, they have a lot of things. They have a cinema, they have an arcade, they have Yole, which is my favorite frozen yogurt brand. And now we're going to head over to Bugis Street, and it's also interconnected by a bridge here. So we don't need to be in the hot sun of Singapore. There's so many beauty treatments at Bugis Street, and they're quite cheap. It's like $8 for a manicure. Very good price. This is a hidden gem, guys. Save this place, Bugis Street's 3rd floor, I think. If you want to shop affordable clothing, Bugis Street is definitely the place because you can find items for like $10, $5 t-shirts, but they're all brandless and they're probably not as premium as if you shop in Zara, but pretty affordable. There's a bunch of merchandise and souvenirs here too, but they're not exactly super cheap. I mean, I guess they're okay, like $12 for a pack of keychains. If you want to buy gifts for your friends, you can try here. They also have Arfan's here, but this is not the Arfan store that I'm looking for. I'm gonna give it a chance because I know they have like a big store here. If not, then I'll just come back here. Okay, we finally found it. Turns out it's right across Bugis Street. It's at Bugis Junction, but in front of the mall, which we did not pass when we arrived. So, pretty excited. And I think they're partnering up with Super Mario. So, from here I can see that they have Super Mario characters in front. Happily, I got my Arfans. I bought one that has like all 3. I'm just going to try them first, and if it's really good, I'll buy more. Anyways, we are waiting for our Grab because we're going to have lunch. So we're having lunch at this place called Chaan Teng. It is a Hong Kong cuisine, and the place is very nice. It's so cozy. It looks like a vintage Hong Kong place. And also at night they turn into a speakeasy bar, so it's very unique. And I'm having the char siu rice. Linardo's having the wonton dry noodles. Okay, so now we're just going to have lunch, and after this we're going to head to our hotel first to put our shopping stuff back before we continue our journey in Singapore. We just got back to our room. We're here to just put our stuff there and also settle for a bit. Before we continue our trip in Singapore, I want to show you guys where we're living these 2 nights. So this is Mercure on 3 With. It's a very nice room. As you can see behind me, it looks very modern and slick. It's actually one of my favorite hotels here because of how new the interior is, and plus, this is the best part, guys. They have a garden. So we can just chill here. There's even a swing there. I like to just sit on the swing and play with my phone and just forget the time. Look what he's doing right now. Sleeping Yeah, it's super chill here. It's just nice, you know, to just spend a little warm evening or during sunset here. Or if you want, you can also play by the pool on the rooftop. It's quite big. You can really work out there, and they also have a gym. I know the struggle of finding the perfect hotel to stay in Singapore, so I'm doing you a favor. I'm going to put the link of this hotel down below so you can put it as your reference. The location is also pretty good. It's pretty close to Bugis that we went this morning and pretty close to a lot of food and shops around the area. So yes, very recommended to stay at Mercure on Triwit. We'll just settle down for a bit before we continue. See ya!
Having such a cozy room makes me want to stay in all day, but our adventure is far from over. Singapore city skyline is incredibly beautiful, especially around the downtown area. This made me and Linardo very curious to have that bird's eye perspective. That is when we discovered the Singapore Flyer, one of the largest observation wheels in the world, where you can enjoy a 360 view of Singapore's skyline.
We're going to be up there really soon. I'm actually quite scared because turns out this is one of the biggest flyer observatory in the world, and I have a little bit of fear of heights, so I don't know, but it should be really nice because you can see the whole Singapore from up there, and this is one of the most recommended attractions here in Singapore as well. I didn't know that inside it is like a mini outdoor mall-ish, and there's some mini garden in the middle, and you can see the Ferris wheel. Can you see? It looks really small because it's extremely high. So before we fly, we're now at the time capsule where you will actually learn about Singapore's history in an immersive museum. Oh, the show is starting. Okay, so first we went into the time capsule. It's like an immersive museum, like I said. They actually teach you and show you photos of Singapore before it's a metropolitan city. There used to be no MBS there. There used to be no buildings at all. But they built this over how many years? Like from 2000s, right? Until now.
Yep.
So in around 20 years, they become one of, I think it's the most like developed city in Southeast Asia, right?
And also the most expensive city to stay.
Yeah, it's very expensive to live here. And while we were walking inside the time capsule museum, suddenly there was an announcement that that the ride has been suspended due to bad weather.
Yeah,
Look. It's super cloudy and windy right now. So our plan is we're going to go to Marina Bay Sands there. There's a mall. We're going to
continue our shopping, and hopefully in the next 2 or 3 hours the skies will clear up.
Yes, and there's a good news and bad news. So they say that we can reuse our tickets for any time in the next 30 days. We can just come back.
That's the good news. The bad news is today is our last day.
Yes.
Tomorrow we are gonna leave Singapore, and if today the sky not clear up, then it's impossible to ride this anymore. So hopefully,
yeah. Now let's go to Marina.
Luckily, Marina Bay Sands is not far from Singapore Flyer. While waiting for the rain to stop, we continued our shopping adventure at the most famous shopping mall in Singapore. If you love luxury items and feel like Bugis is not the place for you, then let us take you to our next destination.
We made it to the shops of Marina Bay Sands. This is one of the best malls here in Singapore because of just how it looks. And not only that there's a lot of shops here, but there's attractions as well. If you see down here, there's like a river. You can do the gondola there if you want. If not, you can shop here. But this is a luxurious shopping mall, so everything is quite expensive. It's like Chanel, Gucci, Chloe, something like that, which is I cannot afford. But maybe Linardo can afford it for me.
let's back to Bugis.
In the first floor, they have a food court here. This is probably the most affordable food you can find in this mall. But even so, the food court costs like $10 to $15 per meal, but it's still the cheapest one you can get here. And there's a lot of things down here. There's Fancy if you want some ice cream. There's Guardian if you need medicine or skincare or anything. Do I need to buy vitamin? Maybe later.
Even though we had been strolling through the mall for a while, the rain still hasn't stopped. We began to lose hope of riding the Singapore Flyer and started to let go of that plan. To lift our spirits, we decided to have dinner in one of the most absurd dining experiences in the world.
Okay, so it's around 6 p.m. now and the weather is still raining. That means we cannot go onto the Singapore Flyer yet. So we decided to just go for dinner first because we already have an appointment for dinner. We're having dinner at this fine dining immersive experience with absurdity. I'll tell you more about it after you see the experience because it's going to be quite exciting and quite different.
What brings all of you here today? Both of you?
To enjoy the experience.
Where did you see us from?
From a friend.
From a friend. So do both of you know what to expect?
Not really. She just told me it's amazing.
The appetizer was really good, but this is just the beginning. Now, let's travel to another dimension and try our next absurd cuisine through the infinity.
Might be one of the best fries you had. Well, maybe I don't know that, but they're the best fries I had. I hope you like it. Here we are. Thank you. Welcome.
We have our burger. I feel like I'm gonna be full only from first meal.
The second row, we got the burger.
Yeah, and pulled pork. And some charcoal fries, right?
Kinda.
Okay. Okay, let's have it.
Big, strong tent. Now, give it a quick listen. Make it through the night. Just don't worry. This is the southern.
Leonardo smelling his food.
Always playing a jingle to sell anything to anyone. Now my husband in this world, he has bought a lifetime supply of cereal. Nothing wrong with that. Only issue is no matter how much I use up a box in one day, there'll always be a new box popping up on the shelf the next morning and the next morning and the next and the next and the next. As you can see, I am running out of space, so I have made a little cereal-based dish for us to try today, okay?
Well, it's not quite like Harry Potter, actually. The main difference is that instead of the brilliant Albus Dumbledore, we have Professor Alfred Dopey.
We're on an airplane now. Cheers.
Ooh. Let's try. It looks so cute. I don't know which part that I should cut it first. Okay, maybe the telephone first.
After finishing dinner, we noticed that the rain had finally stopped. But it was already 9 p.m. and the last admission for Singapore Flyer is at 9:30 p.m. Remember the wise saying, take the risk or lose the chance. We quickly jump into a taxi and head straight to Singapore Flyer.
Thank you. We're 152 meters up, and I definitely feel it in my legs, like it's scary. We're almost at the top. It's quite nice, yeah.
Yeah, and it's quite long. It's like 20 minutes, I think.
Yeah, I think 20 to 30 minutes, and we can really see everything clearly. Like, we can see the Helix Bridge, the Art Science Museum.
True, yeah. I think the best time to ride this is at night because it's very glowing. All of the lights of the building is turned on, and it's very beautiful to see the city skyline.
And you can take nice pictures too.
True, yeah. I think it's really worth it. You must try it at least once when you come to Singapore. And yeah, just come to try it.
Life is beautiful. Most of the time, things don't always go as planned. Yet sometimes, the unexpected turns out to be even better than we could ever imagine. What seems like a challenge can often lead to a much more wonderful and memorable adventure. Take it from our experience today. All we can say is that life has an odd way of making things work out in the end. It has been such a wonderful day, and we are grateful that you stayed with us till the end of the video. This is our final Singapore vlog. But don't worry, we will be back next Saturday with new adventures in Taiwan. See you then!